Real estate's a passion of mine, family's a passion of mine, and a part of that family is Cougar football. And I'm really, really excited for our next guest. We're going to learn a little bit about CougsFirst. The guest is Mike Politeo, and he's joining us here, and he's also a real estate agent, so it'll be fun to kind of get his, pick his brain in the market. But we're going to learn a little bit about CougsFirst. So, Mike, how are you, man?
Great to be here, Tyler. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. It was fun. We had a good time at that alumni event, Night with Cougar Football, right?
Got a chance to meet you, and about 600 of our closest friends were there. It was great.
How about Mike Leach's speeches? Weren't those incredible?
He's got a gift of gab. I tell you, that's not the only reason they hired him, but he's a great speaker. Yeah, he keeps everybody really glued.
Might be one of the more entertaining people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell us about CougsFirst, your involvement, and how you got started with it.
Well, it's interesting. Formed as we wanted to form a business network. We were piggybacking off the passion that Cougs have with each other. There's really a special kind of bond when you go to WSU, and especially after you graduate, that Cougs stay in touch with Cougs. So we piggybacked off the idea of putting a business network together. So along with a group of volunteers and fellow business owners, we decided to form a board, and there are the original 6, we call them the founding members.
Okay.
And if you don't mind if I could name them.
Oh, please, go ahead.
That'd be all right. Mike Bernard, Paul Dent, Glenn Osterhout, Jack Thompson, Rob Tobeck, and yours truly. And then we added 2 great new additions, Jim Carey and Leanne Grime, who you're friends with as well. And this has just blossomed into a full-blown business network.
How's the Coug organization as a whole taking it? Are you just getting a lot of interest in it?
Unbelievable. We started last year, was our very first year that we launched it. And we had to figure out an idea to get it going, and we thought of a trade show. And you'd literally like waking up one morning and going, okay, we're going to put a trade show together in a couple of months. So the board's job was to start calling all their friends. And we ended up getting 40 exhibitors.
Nice.
And we did it at the Bellevue Hyatt last year in April. And we had over 500 people come through the show. And this was just putting it together in a couple of months. So an incredible job. The welcoming of this has been unbelievable. The school is just enthusiastic as heck, and they want to just see it get bigger and bigger and better.
So this year, how many exhibitors are you guys thinking will be there?
Well, to show you how well it's gone, we had to move the venue.
Nice.
Because we have now 85 exhibitors.
Wow.
More than doubled, with a waiting list. And we're expecting 800 to 1,000 people to come through the doors. And so we have moved it to the Maidenbauer Convention Center.
Okay.
In Bellevue, April 23rd, from 4 to 8 p.m. And another reason we moved it to Maidenbauer is to put our message out that we do Cougs do business with Cougs. The executive director of Maidenbauer is a Coug alum.
Go Cougs, I love it.
Go Cougs.
Interesting. So that is just a great response, and there's a waiting list. So next year, do you think it'll go even bigger?
You know, it seems like it could go as big as possible. Where the saturation point, we really don't know, but this is just incredible that in 2 years is just snowballed. We have become an incorporated nonprofit corporation. We now have our letter with that. We don't make any money on it. We are here strictly to promote Cougar businesses. We want people to do business with Cougs. We want to promote their products and services. And we're also doing it in conjunction with the WSU Alumni Association. They have an online searchable database called the CBN, Cougar Business Network, and we're helping to populate that. But they reach out to 175 Coug alums, 175,000 Coug alums.
Wow!
So you can see where this could go, and we just love that it's a great idea, and we just think it's just cool because we haven't found any other university that is doing this. If they're out there, we don't know about it.
That just speaks volumes about the university and its collective alumni, doesn't it? I mean, it's just the best people, isn't it?
I'll put a plug to the University of Washington. We actually had them contact us.
Oh, wow.
And start picking our brain as to how they can do it. We don't know whether we're going to share the information with them, but we have actually had the UW reach out to us to go, how are you guys doing this?
Yeah.
And so it is caught on, and the word's out.
It just speaks volumes. It's incredible. So This year's event, what else do we need to know about it? Where do they get tickets? I know that there's a CougsFirst on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
basically
LinkedIn.
the first start is just go to our website, www.cougsfirst.org.
Okay.
But we are also LinkedIn, Facebook page, and Twitter. But CougsFirst.org, and it will take you everywhere and everything you need to know about it. We like to have people register for the trade show. It's just nice for us to have an idea of how many people are coming, but it is free.
Excellent.
So it's very simple to come. It's a great way to network. Just meet old friends, meet young alums, but come and see the exhibitors, come and see their businesses. You'd be amazed at how many businesses around the region are Cougar owned or operated. You'd be just astounded.
I'd love to hear stuff like that. So what are people saying? What's feedback from last year? Is it just needed more?
How do I get in?
How do you get in?
I can't believe how many people came either during the show or after the trade show and would email one of the board of directors and say, how do I get involved in this thing? And the proof is in the pudding. When you go from 40 to 85 in the span of 1 year,
Wow.
and have a waiting list of people who want to get in, you can see how excited this business opportunity is.
Those listeners just joining us, I'm sitting down with Mike Politeo, and he's talking to us about CougsFirst and their upcoming trade show and just the amount of demand it's had. And let's go back to that board of directors you have. Some pretty amazing, successful people in there. What's it like when you guys all get together? Is it kind of a conference call? Are you guys sitting down? Or?
Well, we meet once a month.
Okay.
We love getting together.
Yeah.
We've become very good friends. A lot of us know each other from way back. You've got guys like some well-known names like Jack Thompson, the throwing Samoan from the late 70s days at WSU when I was there. Other friends of mine like Mike Bernard, who was there when I was there. Glenn Osterhout, who's our current chairman of the board for CougsFirst, and he was there in the early 80s. And then you've got Robbie Tobeck, who a lot of people may know was Drew Bledsoe's center at WSU in the mid-90s, and then the Seahawks center for those many years with Seattle. So Leanne Grime, who has her own business, you're aware of the WSU Sportswear,
Yes.
Cougwear, and then Jim Carey, who is on there, who has his own creative design store. Paul Dent, who is Rob Tobeck's business partner with their insurance company. So we're all part of it, but we all get along extremely well. We all connect very, very well, and we're all on the same page as far as we want to help Cougar business succeed. We want to promote this. We want Cougs to think of a Cougar-owned and operated business when they think of products and services. That's our whole goal.
Any success stories from last year, the vendors being there?
Yeah, it's amazing that one of the success stories is that we had such demand of, are you doing anything in the fall? And we were just going to do a trade show once a year, but there was such demand to continue to do this thing that we create a CougsFirst event in the fall during the Seattle week when the Cougs are playing football at Century League Field.
Perfect.
And one of the nights that we get, we just have like an informal reception at the downtown Sheraton, which one of the principal owners is Howard Wright, who is a Coug alum.
I love it.
So again, Cougs doing business with Cougs. And we'll get some sponsors and exhibitors to be around there, but we did our first one last fall in September. We had over 350 people show up just in one of the banquet lobbies at the downtown Sheraton. So everywhere we go, this just seems like, and then somebody tells, well, where do I stay? Well, you stay at the Sheraton, or you might stay at the Hotel Andra, which is owned and operated by a Coug, things like this. So it's amazing. It just success story after success story.
Will we ever get, I don't know if it's available, but we'll ever get a list of local Cougar-owned companies? I mean, is that something that we can get our hands on?
Part of that Cougar Business Network through the Alumni Association.
Okay.
That is going to be the best thing that we could ever tell people is, if you want to know, if we get the Cougar businesses to populate the CBN, Cougar Business Network, that would be the greatest source we could tell people to go to look up, hey, who's got a product, who's got a service, who's got a hotel, who's got a car dealership that's owned and operated by a Coug. The CBN is going to be our database. It's an online searchable database. It's already there. We just need to get more people to populate it.
Mike, what's the website to get to that one?
It's just www.cougarbusinessnetwork.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
So
simple.
that'd be a good spot. And,
Yeah.
listeners out there that are Coug alum like us that want to get signed up on there, jump on there.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be in real estate.
Yeah.
It could be a car dealer. Anything that wants to bring your attention and will help you get there. Yeah.
Mike, I got to ask, favorite memories from college? I know we all have them. I know we all talk about them. What stands out most?
Well, in the 4 years I was there, I have to admit it was very interesting. But we were called the revolving door of coaches era in 4 years, and a lot of great memories. But I have to admit, probably the greatest memories is knowing 4 coaches in 4 years. We started my freshman year with the ending of Jim Sweeney's tenure, Coach Sweeney, and then Jackie Sherrill came in his sophomore year. Junior year was Warren Powers out of Missouri. But Warren Powers brought a great guy that we had for quite a few years, and that's Coach Jim Walden. And he came in 79 and coached us till about 87 or 88. And I've had the pleasure of knowing Jim Walden, golfed with him in some alumni events. Great guy. And so I think that was interesting. Having Throne Simone and Jack Thompson there was a great thing. And just great memories of being a Coug.
What are your thoughts on this upcoming football season? I always love to hear.
I'm rooting for them, counting on them. Been a season ticket holder for 15 years now, so I'm one of those guys that goes over from Tacoma, Washington to go see a game.
Perfect.
And I think Coach Leach has the ability to bring talent in, and that's what we're looking for. I think we had some exciting games last year. I think we're looking for some more exciting things. Again, he's a no-holds-barred, throw it whenever he can kind of guy. That's always been kind of Cougar football, is up and down the field.
Right.
How many points can you score? So those are the days we want to see back again. We want to see excitement. We want to see fun football, and I think Coach Leach is the guy that's going to do it for us.
From those videos at the Cougar Night with Football, it's fun to see the talent he's bringing in. I think we're closer on that list to getting there pretty soon.
Oh yeah, if that talent is there, and it sure seems like it from the videos.
Yeah.
It's not going to take long. He's got the charisma and the charismatic attitude of getting players into Pullman, Washington. And I think once you get them there, I think they see, like you and I, why you like it.
Yeah.
Great campus.
It's tough to explain that, what draws you to the alumni and that Pullman, Washington. I mean, it's something in the water over there.
I've had friends who've never been there,
Yeah.
whether they be Huskies or from Western or from Central, and all of a sudden they wind up there one day and they go, my God, what a campus.
Yeah.
And it's hard to describe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I absolutely love it, Mike. So we just got time for one more question here. What's the future going to bring for CougsFirst? What's the goal? What's 2-3 years down the road?
Well, if we have our way, the continued expansion, we want to find Cougar-owned and operated business out there. We want to bring you to the forefront and get you out into the network and get your business to thrive. That is our whole goal. So anything we can do, if you can get to CougsFirst.org and look up, how to contact us, anything in the world, we want to keep growing. We do not want this to be stagnant. We want to help your business, and we will do whatever we can. But come to the trade show, get on the CBN, populate the site, go to the CougsFirst.org network, and let us help you. That's what we're trying to do.
And that event's April 23rd?
April 23rd from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Maidenbauer Convention Center.
I love it. Go Cougs.
Go
Go
Cougs.
Cougs.
Thanks,
Mike,
Tyler.
thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming.
All right. Take care. We're going to take a quick break, bring it back to the producer. We'll be right back. You're listening to Community Real Estate Talk Show on Clay 1180 AM. I'm Tyler Freed. We'll see you in a bit.